Hi, one of the things I've been playing with the last month or so is trying to work out what the best print-on-demand services are. So I live in Australia, so a lot of the popular print-on-demand services are in Europe or US, and it's not really cost-effective to get stuff printed over there and send it over here. So I've been trying to look at international options. So there are a few, but I started off, I'm going to have a little bit of a rant about Amazon here, and it's not a nice rant. So Amazon have this thing called merch on demand, which is where they do a print on demand for you, for t-shirts or prints or mugs and things like that. So basically Amazon supply the search engine and the website. They do the printing for you, they do the customer service, and they do the mailing. Basically, all you do is you just set up the item and you provide the design. Conversely, because you don't do much in the process, you actually don't get much of a commission either. It's only a couple of dollars. And it is worldwide. So that was the big attraction for me, and I thought it'd be nice and easy to get into it. So when you sign up, they get quite personal. They ask you all sorts of information. So it's not just, even though I have a Amazon Web Services account with all this information and also a Amazon account with all this information, when you sign up with an Amazon merch account, you have to provide all that information again. So there's no talking between all these things. So to set this up properly, you have to provide your name, you have to have a phone number, you have to have a bank account, you need a passport or a license, and you need an ABN. So I supplied all. It took me hours to fill all the forms out. So I applied, I gave them my bank account details, my ABN, all my personal details, which I'm not really confident in doing, to a place like Amazon, which sort of has a bit of a reputation. And then a few days later, I get an email saying, I'll pop it up on the screen, well, not an email, a message on the merch, Amazon merch dashboard saying, I've been unsuccessful. No reason why. No, nothing. And I know there's nothing wrong with how I've set everything up. I mean, it's all fine. So then I went on to Reddit and I started Googling this stuff. So I find out that Amazon batch reject people all the time. So it seems like they have a certain quota, and when their quota drops down a little bit, they'll let a couple of people in, and everyone else they just reject. So I have a bit of a beef about that. So they could warn you straight up saying that we're closed for new designs at the moment. We'll let you know when we're open. They could provide something like that, or they could even just advise saying that your chance of succeeding is going to be very low, because I don't like the idea that I filled out all that personal information, and with that information someone could really easily steal my identity, especially my passport number and bank account info and all that stuff. They could and my license number, they could steal my identity. So I've given all this information to Amazon on the assumption that I'm going to do business with them, and then they just blow me off. And they're blowing everyone off as well, with no reason, mind you. So if you're looking for a way of selling print-on-demand stuff, just don't bother with Amazon. So I have worked out an alternative method of using Amazon, and that is using a separate print-on-demand thing. So there's places like Printify, but they only supply print-on-demand services in the US, so that makes it useless for people who want to buy stuff in Europe or in Australia here, because the post is going to be prohibitive. So I know if I order a t-shirt from the US, it's like $20 postage, so you can pretty much double the price of whatever you're buying. And then you got to wait weeks for it to get shipped as well, if not months sometimes. So I'm researching into international print-on-demand places. There are a few, but it's going to be a lot of setup because the way the Amazon data centers work, they got separate warehousing and websites for each region. So with some products you can automatically filter through all the stores. Sometimes you can't. So I haven't got that far yet, so I can't actually tell you. So that's what I've been trying to do now, trying to get some t-shirts through with the age blocked, and also I've got some t-shirts with the dog as well. So maybe in a month's time this will all be, I'll actually work out who a good international print-on-demand supplier is and then do it that way. I guess the other option is I can go through Etsy, but apparently that website there is super highly competitive, and I'll be lucky to get one sale in 6 months, which sort of defeats the purpose because I need to make some sort of an income. Yeah, so that's where I am at the moment. Hope everyone's doing well, and Happy New Year.